Welcome to Sal's Classic Bodybuilding Archives. Let's move on to our arms, our biceps and triceps. With regards to the arms, it stands to reason that if what you are after is more mass, then you should concentrate on building your triceps and biceps to their full potential. Bear in mind the fact that the triceps is the larger of the two. There's more room for expansion, so to speak. Too many times, I have watched even advanced men grinding out set after set of biceps exercises in their determined efforts to register larger arm measurements. The result? A bicep that is thick and round, sometimes peaked, but not an inch larger than it was before. Ironically, it might well have worked better for them if they spent less time on their biceps and more on triceps. For the reason explained earlier, they are bigger. I usually begin my arm session with a triceps exercise. The triceps set the pace, and I always end with 3 extra tricep movements. If you wish to specialize on your arms, then train them first at the beginning of your upper body program, when your energy level is highest. But now, let us get down to the matter of your arm routine. The same 2 exercises that were used to prepare us for our shoulder program will serve just as nicely here. I cannot tell you too many times that warming up is extremely important. Just do 2 cycles of the chinning exercise and parallel bar dip, as we did before. The biceps and triceps will get a good going over from the 2 movements. Our first exercise is the lat machine press down. For years, this has been my very favorite tricep exercise. The exercise exerts great influence on the outer head of the triceps. Place your feet 16 inches apart. Grip the bar, hands nearly touching each other. You will note my fingers do not encircle the bar. I have found this is the best position for pushing down to full extension of the triceps. Yes, I did say pushing, for that is exactly what I do. Grip the bar as described. Push down and slightly away from the body, not directly downwards as in the usual fashion. From here, let the weight down slowly by allowing the forearms to come up. Keep the arms as rigid as possible, elbows no higher than you have to. You should feel a distinct stretching of triceps as the weight travels down and your hands go up. Even though I am shown using a straight bar, it is better to use one that is bent. It will help eliminate wrist strain and allow a more effective action. Graduate your poundages so that you will be able to ground out first 15 reps, then 12, 10, 10, 8, and 8 for a total of 6 sets. Assuming you are not a beginner, I recommend you train your arms as I have always done, in superset style. At the end of this chapter, I will include a special note for beginners. So, since we are working out in superset style, we will move directly to an exercise for the meaty area of the biceps, and that's the barbell curl. This is the most basic of biceps exercises, one that nearly every bodybuilder has done at some time or another, and yet only few have ever performed it properly. Take a comfortable grip on the bar. The wrist must be held straight as you begin your curl to the shoulders, and don't make the error of dropping the weight into the biceps at the top of the curl. Your elbows should be held close to your sides as you curl. Always remember to lower the weight deliberately and do not get into the awful habit of merely allowing the weight to fall back to the starting position. The second phase of the curl is every bit as important as the first, perhaps even more so. Start with a weight that will allow you to do 10 comfortable repetitions. Then, adding more weight each set. Do 8, 8, 6 for a grand total of 4 sets. Our next combination involves 2 most effective arm exercises: the seated French press with barbell and the concentration dumbbell curl. Note how high I hold my elbows while performing this exercise. The point is to place your upper arms as close to your face as possible, elbows pointing towards the ceiling. It is the best position from which to get maximum stretch of the triceps. Start the exercise with the bar held at arm's length above your head, but with the elbows not quite locked out. Locked elbows tend to take the tension off the triceps, and we want exactly the opposite. So, start with a weight that will allow you to properly do 12 repetitions. Lower the weight slowly behind your neck, as low as you can possibly go. From that point, elbows kept in position. Raise the weight to starting position. No locking out. Return. The system of repetitions is the same as before: 12, 10, 8, 8, and 6, adding more weight to the barbell each succeeding set. Next is the concentration dumbbell curl. I can honestly say, no other single exercise has done nearly as much for my biceps as this one. I use it for packing mass onto the meat of the muscle and again for peaking it. All it requires is a flick of the wrist to direct the effect you want. At this point, we are directing our focus on the belly and the lower area of the biceps. Note the position I have adopted for this exercise. Note how the bicep stands out from the humerus as I begin my curling action. You will observe the position of the elbow. I do not allow it to move too far upwards. It really is a curling action here. You will see I use my free arm to support myself at the angle illustrated. From there, it's all biceps action. The weight is brought up to the deltoid, the tension held, and then slowly lowered. It's not dropped. Try to maintain continuous movement from the start of the set through to the finish. Here is the one time you do not increase the training poundage each set. You simply try to get 12 reps per set, 4 sets all told. So there you have it, 4 exercises that I know will work wonders for your upper arms. But we are hardly finished. We still have the forearms to account for with this next superset. Seated wrist curl with barbell and reverse barbell curl. For the wrist curl, take up a comfortable position as illustrated. Note the distance between my hands. Wrap your fingers around the bar, your forearms resting on your thighs, wrists free off your knees. Now, by bending your wrists towards your forearms, curl the weight as far back as you can comfortably go. Hold the position for a count of 4 and then return, this time allowing your wrists to bend back as far as possible. Curl into the forearm again. Do 12 repetitions and then go on to the next part of your superset, which are reverse barbell curls. Essentially, this is the same as the regular curl, only this time, by virtue of the wrist position, the action will be felt in the forearms. Take a reverse grip on the bar as shown. Now, Curl the weight as high up as you can using forearm and wrist strength. You will notice you won't be able to use near the poundages you handled for regular curls, but take heart, the weights will amount up as you develop more forearm power. Do 10 reps here. Altogether, you must do 3 supersets of the seated and reverse curls. Add weight as you get stronger, but do not damage your wrists in the process. So let's take a look at the arms program. First, we're going to warm up, same as with the shoulder routine, chins and dips. We move on to lat machine press downs. Repetitions are 15, 12, 10, 10, 8, and 8 in superset fashion with barbell curls. Maintain good training style, but as the poundages mount and the repetitions become more difficult to achieve, allow yourself a more relaxed form. Start with a slight swing to add momentum, but be sure to lower the barbell with control. Make the biceps work. Repetitions are 10, 8, 8, and 6. The next superset are seated French presses and concentration dumbbell curls. For the seated French press, position of the elbows are important here. No lockout. Repetitions are 12, 10, 8, 8, and 6, done in superset style with the concentration dumbbell curl. Repetitions are 12 per set. Next are the forearms. Seated wrist curl, done in superset style with the reverse curl. Perform 3 supersets, 10 repetitions each exercise. Beginners will do well to do just 3 straight sets of each exercise listed here. After 6 months of training, try doing 2 supersets each of the biceps and triceps movements. Gradually work up to performing the course as written for the advanced man. Try using this course with a 4-day schedule. Work your arms and shoulders exactly as outlined on Mondays and Thursdays. Use Tuesdays and Fridays to train your back, chest, and legs. But whatever you do, train the arms and shoulders only on your Monday and Thursday sessions. A good idea is to start one day with the arms and then with shoulders the next. That way, you will be giving your all to both body areas. I may have misled you into thinking you take a complete rest on Wednesdays and weekends. Allow me to set you right. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we will take what I call a mini workout, just so nobody gets the wrong ideas. On those days, we'll do our peak building work. The session will last no longer than 30 minutes each. You see, nothing to it. We will do just 3 exercises: the bent over laterals while seated, the concentration dumbbell curl, and the lat machine press down. We will do 6 very fast supersets of the lateral raise and the concentration curl. It remains to explain this version of the curl. Take a 25-pound dumbbell in the position explained earlier, but as you curl the weight, turn your wrist so that your little finger is uppermost. This will place stress on the outer head of the biceps and help you develop a peak there. As I say, use more weight as soon as you have mastered the action. So, do 6 supersets of the bent over lateral and curl. Immediately upon completing your 6th superset, go over to the lat machine and grind out 6 quick straight sets of 10, 8, 8, 8, 6, and then 15 repetitions of press downs. Increase poundages on each set as usual until the last set, when you decrease the weight by just 10 pounds in order to complete the full 15 reps. Rest only as long as it takes to adjust the lat machine to the different poundages. There, Now that wasn't so bad, was it? It remains to say now that you will get out of any training manual only what you put into it. The actual exercises listed will work wonders for you. Of this I feel certain. That's about it for now, and good luck. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please leave a like, a comment, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And until the next video, keep training and chasing the dream.